Danny DeVito and Danny Glover jump inside The Rock and Kevin Hart. What more need be said?
For me, it was Tuesday.
Welcome everyone to For Me, It Was Tuesday, Blu-ray reviews by yours truly, GQ. Before we get started, please take a moment to hit the subscribe button. Make sure you hit the notification bell. Also like the video, leave some comments so we can start a dialogue. We definitely want to, keep things in. I want to hear what you guys have to say about the videos and the content that we're putting up. Also consider becoming a supporter on Patreon and also hit our Teespring for some exclusive Culture Junkies gear. For an equipment reference, I am watching all of my movies either on my dedicated 4K Blu-ray player in my bedroom on a 55-inch Samsung 8000 series 4K TV, and in my rec room on the Xbox One S Blu-ray player, watching those on a 65-inch Samsung 8000 series 4K TV. Just to let you know how I'm watching these movies. Today we're going to be talking about Jumanji: The Next Level, starring Dwayne Johnson, Kevin Hart, Jack Black, Karen Gillan, Danny DeVito, and Danny Glover. Two Dannys. Didn't even really think about that. It's really cool though. Anyway, the movie picks up where the last one left off. If you saw Jumanji: Welcome to the Jungle, you know that this is a slightly different take on the Jumanji series that, of course, it started with Robin Williams way back in the day. This time around, the Jumanji game, which started off as a board game originally, in the newer iteration, Welcome to the Jungle, they turned it into a video game. Modernize it, kind of keep it up with what kids are playing with today. So, end of that first film, they broke the game. Spoiler alert from however many years back. But at the end of that first movie, they broke the game and hey, we're done with it. We escaped with our lives. Great, cool. Let's get out of here. But this next one, the main star of the film in the real world, his name is Spencer. He decides that, you know what, I'm not really feeling this whole regular life thing. It's kind of annoying. The girl that he started dating at the end of the first movie and him are in a long distance relationship. So he's feeling kind of down. He decides, you know what, I want to get some fun back in my life. And he decides, crazy enough, to start to try to fix the original Jumanji game. And as you can tell, doesn't work out for him. He gets sucked into the game. His other friends, they come over for a visit, trying to figure out what happened to him. They were supposed to meet up and have brunch and eat. Where's Spencer? I don't know. Danny DeVito is Spencer's grandfather, plays a character named Eddie. He just, they look around the house, can't find him. They go down to the basement. Oh, hold on. This fool done went and got himself sucked into the Jumanji game again. Fridge, one of the other characters, one of the black characters, the jock character that used to pick on Spencer in the original movie, of course, they're now friends. He says probably one of the only smart things. No, I don't want to go back in. We got out barely the last time. I don't want to go back into that game. He should have known better. Of course, the other two girls, Bethany and Martha, kind of convince him, hey, look, that's our friend. He would do the same for you. Let's jump in and go get him. So they do. Now, problem is the game was broken, as you remember. This time around, the game, instead of bringing in them, letting them choose their avatars from the actual selection screen, they just get pulled in immediately. But there is a problem with the game. The game is now broken, so that gives the game a chance to mess with all the parameters. The Rock, who originally played Dr. Bravestone the last time, that was Spencer's avatar. Well, Spencer's already in the game, so when The Rock shows up this time, with the broken game, The Rock is now playing Danny DeVito's character, Eddie. And it is hilarious to see The Rock, 6'5", all however many 100 pounds of this muscular dude, playing the little short, diminutive Danny DeVito, who is forever grouchy. And that dude is hilariously awesome at it. And then also Kevin Hart, little short dude that he is, gets transferred as the avatar for Danny Glover's character, whose name is Milo. He gets transferred in as Kevin Hart's avatar. So now you got 6 foot something Danny Glover playing Kevin Hart's character, basically. So it's a lot of little crazy stuff going on like that. Funny thing is, Fridge gets pulled into Jack Black's avatar instead of the first time around. Jack Black was playing the 16-year-old Bethany, who's kind of the the mean girl, it girl type thing. But this time around, he's playing a black character, which is hilarious in and of itself. And you can't call it blackface. It's not like Tropic Thunder blackface. It's actually Jack Black channeling his inner 20-something black guy. So make that of make of that what you will. It plays off really, really good. It plays off really funny. Moving on through the story, they actually bring in another new character for the game. Her name is something I honestly don't remember, but I remember the name of the person that plays her. It's Awkwafina. Awkwafina, the comedian, who first time I saw her personally was in the movie Ocean's 8, and she was hilarious in that movie. She brings more of that awesome comedy and great, comedic timing to this film. Awkwafina does an amazing job in this, so I'm just going to leave it at that. Moving forward through the movie, I watched, of course, the 4K version of it. I am very much a physical media person, as you can see behind me. But the thing that I really like about what they're doing with a lot of the 4K Blu-rays is, some films are filmed, truly in 4K, some are 2K, filmed in 2K, upscaled to 4. The transfer on this one actually looks really, really good. The effects hold up very well. Especially during the scene when they're getting chased by the mandrills, which most people think are baboons, but they make a point to let you know that they're mandrills. These, kind of colorful faced monkeys, basically. That whole bridge sequence is amazing. They did an amazing job with that. The effects look really, really good. It's the usual thing that you normally get with companies that, especially a lot of these summer blockbusters, even though this one came out much later in the year, you get that high level of just effects work. And from the Marvel films to some of the DC films to, of course, Star Wars, the effects work is usually ILM, top-notch, high-level, amazing stuff. And I appreciate how good it looks on that 4K transfer. Of course, like I said, I'm watching it on the Samsung 4K TVs, and it looks great. I am very, very pleased with how it looks. Samsung, hey, if you guys want to send me an 8K TV anytime soon, go right ahead. I will make sure you can, hit me up in the contacts and we'll work that out. But moving forward, the Blu-ray itself has a lot of good extra features. One of the things that I did enjoy was the telenovela advertisement that they put together that's on the Blu-ray. Here's the thing, with most of the 4K Blu-rays, usually the 4K transfer is just that. It's just a 4K movie, usually does not have special features on it. It's usually just the 4K transfer of the film. Of course, you can pick your scenes and your language, but that's it. Usually it's very bare bones on that. All of your special features, extra featurettes and all that stuff usually are put on the Blu-ray disc. So on the Blu-ray disc, they packed it up with some special featurettes. Awkwafina has their own featurette. They, of course, have a featurette talking about the inspiration and the almost coaching that Danny Glover and Danny DeVito gave to The Rock and Kevin Hart. Kind of how to play them, how to capture their mannerisms, how to capture all that sort of thing. So it's actually really well done. As far as features go, it's the usual thing. You got your, couple of featurettes, the making of, and they also have a few other little small snippets in there. I think they were actually taken from Comedy Central sketches, and they just put those on the disc, which is cool. It's always fun when they collect that sort of thing, put that on the disc. But no deleted scenes this time. I was actually very shocked on that one, unless they're hidden somewhere. Maybe they made a game out of that. Maybe you got to search through the menu and find them. But that also brings me to the one gripe I have with it. And this is not so much a gripe when the film itself, it's really a gripe with the way that Sony and Columbia do their menus for their Blu-rays. We're talking like DVD Architect 101 level of just boredom. Usually a still picture, and that's the main menu screen. Then if you go to languages, that still picture just scrolls up to another still picture, and then you got your listing of selection of languages. Then after that, if you want to get subtitles, you go down to subtitles, and then that picture scrolls to the left or right or up and down or whatever, and another still picture, and then your list. So it's like, could you guys get a little bit more creative with the menus? I know it's not a huge thing, it's a nitpicky thing, but it kind of bugs me. Every time I look at that, it's just like, can you guys just do something different with the menus? But they never do, and it's fine. Universal does a great job at that. It's almost the Xbox 360 looking Blade style menus, but whatever, that is what it is. One last thing, for action movies, for this particular show, I'm going to always be doing a Wilhelm shout out. So the Wilhelm shout out for this particular film is at 1 hour, 38 minutes and 12 seconds. If you don't know what a Wilhelm scream is or a Wilhelm shout, you need to watch more movies. So for Jumanji: The Next Level, I definitely say it's worth getting. Awesome movie, very well done. Pick it up. It's definitely worth getting, worth owning. I like physical media, so I'm always going to, of course, get my physical media. Please, again, make sure you subscribe.
What's going on? You having a heart attack?
Hit the like button, hit the notification bell. also consider supporting us on Patreon, and also check out our Teespring page. I'll leave you with some parting words. For many of you, seeing The Rock channel his inner short Danny DeVito and Kevin Hart channeling his taller Danny Glover, that was a crazy experience. But for me,
It was Tuesday.
see you guys next time.
Culture Junkies!